in the life of a $20,000 a month TikTok.
This video was posted by Musa onto his Twitter about 2 weeks ago.
After watching their video for a minute or two, I end the screen recording and crop the video so that it fits the screen.
It went mega viral, amassing over 20 million views in just a few days.
One of my videos last month made me $1,200 from one video.
Yeah, my name's Musa. I make TikTok clips. This is my office. I sit down right here, get my phone out and I start making some TikTok clips. I can easily pump out maybe 10 clips in like an hour.
How much will one clip make on average?
So if I can get 5 clips to get 1 million views a month, which is super easy because I'll be uploading like 60 clips in a month, then we're looking at around $5,000 and that's just one page. At my peak, I was running upwards of 30 pages easily, all posting daily. So you only need 10,000 followers and 100,000 views in the past 30 days, which is tiny. It's really easy to achieve. Sometimes I've been able to do it in like 5 or 6 days, if not quicker.
And this is content.
No, definitely not. Anyone can say whatever they want about me, but I know me too well to know that that's not the case.
Yeah.
It's objectively mutually beneficial. Objectively. What it all boils down to is that whether you like it or not, by me taking your content and repurposing it, it will benefit you.
Yeah.
But she landed him through an Omegle live stream. So he was live streaming himself on Omegle. I went and stream sniped him. I pitched him on the call.
We literally took him from the ground up. He even messaged me the other day reminding me how far we've come together, and he was literally telling me like, yo, don't forget that you told me to start streaming and get into it. So we started making clips, and before we knew it, did 1 million followers in 1 month on one page, did 110 million views in 28 days on his main page, and now he's at over 6 billion views on TikTok. So I'm one of the biggest streamers in the world.
You can see the spike on the Sneeko social blade from when he was pulling like no views and getting no subscribers all the way to literally just going absolutely insane. Obviously, the reason I did it is because I'm fully aware that TikTok clips are going to redirect all the way to the main content and make him a bunch of money.
So here we can see, first month, I started pushing TikTok content. We did 742,000 followers in a month, just a single month, 107 million views. This obviously positively affected his YouTube. He did 277,000 subscribers and then 32 million views. And we wasn't even posting shorts at this time, so it's literally all long form. He made $150,000 in that month. Bear in mind, Sneeko had never seen more than like 20K of YouTube ad revenue in a single month ever across first channel and second channel.
These are
And he blew up. Everyone wanted to work with me.
Always doing this in a professional sense where you do get the good graces of a content creator.
The answer is no, I don't always get permission. And the reason I don't always get permission is because I believe it is ethical. One thing we can all agree on is that TikTok clips, whether they are from the creator or not, inherently benefit the creator.
So
Thousands
let's
of
be
dollars on
honest,
YouTube
we don't necessarily
from-
fully agree on that.
I think clipping by itself, I don't think is an awful and terrible thing, but I think there are certain levels where it starts to become less beneficial. So my name is Stadler, my tag is Radstad, and I am a video editor / short form content manager / producer for Ludwig, The Yard, and advisor for numerous other creators. If someone takes a clip of mine, if someone take a moment from my stream, I'm a smaller creator, and uploaded it to Reddit, for example, the live stream fails, it goes onto Reddit, it links directly to a Twitch clip, which links to my profile, it has my username, everything there is branded around me. If someone were to take one of my clips from stream and they were to just upload it to TikTok and add some GTA footage underneath it and just have something like me telling a joke and then upload it and then watermark it themselves, which is something that Musa does, if there's no way to find me, I get no benefit.
The brand is the content. Seeing the content is the brand. That's it. So more eyes on the brand eventually funnels.
I think I agree to an extent, but I think it's more of a thing where the strength of the brand is what decides all that. If I'm walking around with a Nike logo, people see that, oh, Nike, because Nike is one of the strongest logos in the world. Everyone knows Nike. If I'm wearing some other brand, like let's say Scotch and Soda, is a smaller brand, not as many people will know that kind of branding. If I'm wearing anything else, like say like a mom and pop shop and I have a branding, people will see it and think, oh, that's cool, and that's all they'll think. They won't necessarily go out of their way to find the original creator. They will just think, oh, I know this.
well,
Every creator be happy if you post their work.
Definitely, absolutely. I'm doing work for you for free. Free exposure for free. I'm formatting your content on a different platform for free.
Do you sympathize with maybe smaller creators or creators in general who are mad at you?
No, not at all. I'm doing you a favor. You're just not smart enough to get it yet.
hold on. This attitude seems awfully familiar.
It's funny, he took the opposite stance. He's like, all these people keep re-uploading my videos on TikTok, and he sent me this one TikTok with like 30 million views where it was just a part of his video, and I was like, I just called him. I was like, you fucking dip. You know how many people of that 30 million had no clue who you were? How many viewers that drove to your videos? I was like, what the are you going on about?
what
You
was he
want to
upset about?
strike this?
Despite there may be one thing which could stop them. DMCA.
If someone DMCAs me though, I'll leave it.
You just-
You really don't like the clips, Send the page to DMCA. If it's my page, I'll leave it. I'm just not going to clip on there.
But that doesn't address the fact that what clippers are doing, as pointed out by Twitter, may actually be illegal under fair use. But he suggests otherwise.
But yeah, no, it's not illegal. So I spoke to lawyers about this after reading the community note. He told me that it's not actually against international law. He said, as soon as you add your own stuff to it, like you're not competing, so it's not illegal. What I'm doing is not illegal at all because I'm not competing, I'm promoting.
And one of the issues that I've talked about, and I talked to Musa about, and I tried to make sure he knew, what he is doing is he's effectively making himself the biggest name in this clipping space. And what you do when you decide to run a company around this is you run a lot more risk. The bigger you make it, the bigger you make your face. Because now instead of just taking work from one creator, he is taking work from dozens of creators without their permission and uploading it to benefit himself. If they want to, aside from just DMCAing, they can directly sue. And they can sue for money that is rightfully theirs because it's their content. If he were to take the entirety of the movie The Titanic and he were to add like GTA underneath it, is that transformative? Do you think they'd be like, hey, well, that is our movie he's uploading, but he did add GTA, so we can't sue him? Like,
You're making at least $32,000 a month.
I think that $40 a month is a super fair price point. To make that money back, you only need 40,000 views. And I have a guarantee that if you follow all the steps and don't get 5 million views in the next 30 days, I'll give you a full refund. I actually don't get a lot of refunds.
The craziest result you've seen from one of your students.
So I saw one kid who made like over 200 grand in a month. It was from rolling bottles down the stairs. So it wasn't actually from clipping, but he saw the opportunity, made over 200 grand in a month.
Wow, that's crazy.
But that's walk me through the process of buying an account. How secure is it?
Just as risky as everything else. You go and open a ticket, and then in the ticket, you're gonna have a bunch of these. So these are examples of tickets here. Person said, how much is the account? And then they'll do the chat all in the Discord. Mods will never DM you, they'll never do chats in DMs, they'll never set separate group chats, never do any of that stuff. I pay them all well enough to the point where they don't need to rob you. Completely like unfair, then I'll refund the person. And we have had some big deals like go south. For example, this one guy got scammed of like a $2,000 account, and it was like a new way of scamming, you know, that we obviously hadn't prepared for. One guy had a $2,000 account. I compensated him like $1,000 out of my own pocket. But for the most part, like if things are sketchy, we just don't do it. So we'll say, look, we don't want to middleman this service. It doesn't look right.
It's like I'm genuinely working towards, I want to make 100 million in the next 5 years. I want to be 100 million by 25, liquid. Then take 90 million and spend it on building mosques, hospitals, and all this other stuff that contributes to a community. Then go and lay the bricks myself as well. Because giving the money is not charity enough.
it's probably my big solution is I think proper crediting, I think, is the easiest fix across the board that I think is not a big ask. If you're going to be a clipper, I think the most ethical thing you can do, the best thing you can do, is to reach out to the creator and say, hey, listen, I would love to split the revenue with you in whatever extent you think is fair. If you can work with them to find something that works and you get the advertising and you start to push their stuff and they also get the benefit and it goes to their team, I think that is the best solution.
If you had one message to the world or to any creators out there, or even people looking to do something like you, what would it be?
Keep hustling, man. You need to lose enough to the point where you deserve to win. Believe me, like I tried this TikTok a lot. I did a lot of testing and it didn't just come overnight. Now we're at the point where it can come overnight, but if you keep hustling, you'll get to that point, you know? It's just, anything can work, you just need to try harder.
Simply searching and scrolling through TikTok, all you have to do is download and create your own video from other content creators. And don't forget to include the content creators and thank them as well in your videos, so that it becomes mutually beneficial for all parties involved.